Hi guys, sauce class now. Sauce 101. Beef bones roasting in the oven. Mirepoix roasting in the oven. You can roast the two together or you can roast the two separately. A lot of chefs I've seen roast the two together, but when you're cooking it, how long you cook beef stock for?
7 hours.
At least 6, let's start at 6. 6 and up. Some chefs, 12 hours, 24, but at least 6 to 8 hours, I would say at least. Beef bones are pretty expensive in Korea too, so you have to keep that in mind. Once you get a convection oven, it has a fan going, so you open it, let the fan stop, and then swing it open, so you don't burn yourself. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Nice pincé. Pincé is when you brown the tomatoes. It might look a little black to you, but that's what's going to give it color. You'll see. This is the marrow. It is hot. This is pure fat. And some classical French recipes, I'll pop one of these out. They actually take it and they slice it, they put it in consomme. So you eat like consomme is a very expensive, hard to make soup that's very fat free. And then you add these little chunks of fat into it. It's kind of funny. It's beef marrow. It's actually very healthy in some ways too. And mirepoix. The extra, I poured off a lot of the grease onto the mirepoix when roasting, because it gives it a nice flavor. This is actually really delicious. You want to try? Yeah, roasted carrot with beef fat. I like roasted vegetables. We don't need this oven anymore. Take a walk down. Focus over here. We're going to work on this here. And let's just get everything going now. So we don't need the mirepoix now. We need to take that ain't gonna work. See if I can push the marrow out on that. Now, if we're going to make a gravy, you can use this fat. When you make a roux, you're going to use butter, which over here I got the roux set up. Focus. All right. So we're going to make it a roux today. I gave you guys homework about beef bones, price.
8 kilograms.
8 kilograms, how much?
1 kilogram.
7,000?
7,900.
7,900?
Yes.
Not bad. Yeah, not bad. I guess I just pour this here. Because we want this. You want this. We're going to deglaze this pan. We don't want to geat them. Low heat. A little red wine. Actually, a lot of red wine. A good amount of red wine. I guess not too much. Deglaze. This is the fond, F-O-N-D. There's a lot of flavor here. especially if you roast meat. You get a big piece of sogogi, and you roast it. The kumul that comes off that is really nice. Dishwashers like when you do this too. See the color of that? Right, that's where all the color comes from. It really does. Now what we're gonna need to do . Even though we're not going to add the mirepoix now, we need to take off all this extra oil. This you really don't have to deglaze. You can see how clean it is. Plus it's only been in the oven for maybe 45 minutes to an hour. It doesn't take too much. We can just let that drip. Don't put that in the refrigerator because this is going to cook basically overnight. Need to focus in here. Add water. Oh, I almost can see the line.
Yeah.
From many times making stop.
Uh-huh.
So you cover the bones, it's just up to that line.
Yeah.
Okay. Cold water. And swing over here. Let me get this out of the way. Well, let me just get this one out of the way. Watch it. No, it's cooked too much. It's gone here. It's just a. Yeah, no, it's not there anymore. Then it comes back with it. Usually, when it's raw, you blanch it. Water just 5 minutes, then you push it out and you get a small piece of fat. No, it's gone. It's garu. It's in the water. It just looks like it's there. Next step, what?
Boiling.
Bring it to a boil.
Yeah.
Don't really have this right out of the oven, so it's really no bacteria live in there, but we'll do it anyway. Another Nembi. Two. Bring two over. Save yourself a trip. These are the bones left over from the last time. We got the meat here, the skin. And once you poach it, this is poached chicken. It's really, really nice. Try it. Right, it's very soft and flavorful because it's cooked in the mirepoix and it's cooked gently. You know, it's very, very nice. It's great for salad. So we'll probably do like a chicken salad. Make some fresh mayonnaise, chop up some celery. But these bones are usable. Nothing wrong with these bones. We have the chicken from this morning. Step one, what? Rinse the bones. Now, even though these are cooked, some of these aren't, so. And you want to make sure you get all the fat out of there. Roasted chicken stock's nice too. I worked at a place where we used to, well, we had a lot of whole chickens. Roasted whole chicken, so we had a lot of bones. Step 2, bring it to a boil. So we got 2 stocks going on right now. Let's move this over. Oh, forgot about this. Now kumul, I'll add that as it cooks down. Two bags. Now, sauce people, before you see this video, you should see the one, obviously you're going to see number 1 before you see number 2. Number 1 is going to be a PowerPoint presentation, which explains a lot of stuff that we have here. That's why this board blank now. Because this is really review from week 1 to week 2. But I cannot express how important it is to understand stock and stock making. It's not rocket science, it's fairly easy to do. But if you don't take your time and do the right steps, I came in at 7 this morning to roast the bones because I wanted to make sure that we had a good stock. Because if you don't have a good stock, you're definitely not going to have a good demi-glace. We're going to, maybe not no so. We're going to make Espanol today. This is, you can dump that. So this will go in the stock tomorrow morning. Right, and this we'll figure out something with that. Please put it in the refrigerator. Thank you. Garbage. Cutting board. Toma. I'm moving fast. This is going along. It's going pretty fast. Well, you know, tired. Nice. Yeah, nice color. This is going to come out really nice. Taste-wise, it probably tastes like water. Water. Water with a little red wine in there. That's about it.
Oh, I might.
Yeah.
Wine
That's all you really taste. Which is fine anyway. Unless you want obviously the chicken stock you don't want to taste yet. What was that? Chanso Ajamas?
Yes. Yeah.
They work hard.
Yeah.
You know, you watch these girls all day long, picking up your cigarette butts, picking up the papers, all this stuff. Oh, it gotta be hard. Okay, let's start with the roux. Another Nembi, please. Now in class, 99% of the time when I make roux, I make a whole butter roux. Whole butter roux. This is whole butter.
Yeah.
W-H-O-L-E.
Yeah.
Whole. Because there's basically 3 components to butter. The ghee, the most of it, the uyu on the bottom, and then the protein, the white stuff on top. Right? So. But classical French cooking, classical roux and stuff like that are all made with clarified butter. So what I'm going to do is melt the butter and then separate it. These stoves, I tell you, are very, very hot. They're very hard to control. They're really made for jigaes and tongs and boiling stuff. This is almost boiling now. Look at that.
Yeah.
All right, that's like induction. That's very fast. So you don't want to, you want to separate it. So I'm just breaking it up into those small pieces. But when you're clarifying butter, you shouldn't mix it. You should not mix it. Let's swing over here. The the thyme stems we had left over, some really dead looking parsley, which we don't need we just need the stems. So what's all this called together? Sachet de spice. Every chef has, not every chef, but this is a real standard one. There's a lot of garlic. Yeah, here we go. We'll go with that. Right? This we really don't need for anything, really. It's pretty much dead. And the mirepoix, which once again, if you notice when I was cutting up all the pieces, I was just saving all the scrap onions. Now we only need mirepoix for we need 2 sachets of spices, but we only need 1 mirepoix. This can go back in the tong there. Now a lot of places I work too, they because the celery's used so much in Western cooking, and sandwiches and soups and all that other stuff. You know, we don't use the leaves, which you guys seem to like for some, that's for sure. But a lot of places I work, you end up with all these. This would end up in your mirepoix bucket. The problem that I have with this is that there's usually dirt in here. Well, this one's pretty clean. A lot of times you find dirt into these. That's clean. But this is perfectly fine for mirepoix. There's some dirt up here. I was saying before, French chefs, they would just gupchi and all of the onions. Never really washed anything. Check my butter. Take it off the heat. You don't want to boil the butter either. You make it like hollandaise, mayonnaise, you boil it. Carrots. Now, something like this I wouldn't peel. I see no reason to peeling it. Like 50, a little more than 25, a little extra celery. That's okay. We'll put that in the beef stock up. That will cook the longest though. Garlic. Just crush it. We don't need to take off the ends. Someplace I worked at used to save these. You know, like you're like, really? Yeah, we'll put it away. But yeah, I mean, some chefs they'll start screaming at you. They look in the garbage can and go, "What's that onion skin doing in there?" Sorry, chef. And in the kitchen, like you guys. When you guys are in class, a lot of times it sounds like a kitchen. Like, what do we do? Oh, I'm sorry, chef. And like, don't do it again. Okay. Okay. Nice, nice. Swing over here, you got him. Zoom in. All right, look at that. That's nice. I'm gonna be skimming now. What's that floater? Where are you? Oh, it's a big lump of fat. You're watching chicken stock. That's getting there. I'm gonna boil it a little. Now, on the PowerPoint too, there's 2 terms, remoulage and dépullage. They sound the same, but they're very different. Remoulage is when you use the bones twice, which this is like a remoulage. We use the word. Dépullage is when you're skimming. I'll use this one, please. You pull it off to the side, and the boil, it pushes all the ghetum and crap on this side. The first skimming is important. Why?
For bacteria.
Because the water, the kumul I'm taking up now is really just water. You know, when you have it cooked for 4 hours and you skim it the second time, that's money. The beginning part is not expensive. It's only really, you know, water and just basically water mod. So you don't have to be concerned about it. Skimming from now on, you have to be much careful. I kind of just push the bones a bit to get free up any kind of. This is all blood, which some chefs say help make it clear, clarify. I need another bowl. So just something to. Yeah, that's fine. Depulage. Yeah, I know, it's funny. That thing's not there. You see how this boils and pushes everything over here? So that's the idea of it. Now, big stock pots are hard to move. Probably boil here. Well, it's going to be a nice brown stock, that's for sure. I'll fix it later. Skim this off. The problem with this is hot. No, that's okay. That's okay. Nah, I'm just saying. You gotta be careful. Well, you showed it because yeah, that'd be okay, but you know, yeah, right. You gotta be smarter than the chicken stock. That's for sure. That's okay. This is dirty.
Yeah.
Now we simmer. Hopefully you simmer. So this is a very good little to control. Especially when you sauteing, because they're very hot. You can burn stuff very easily. They're good stoves though. Yeah. Almost 15 years old. 15. These kitchens. It's 15 years. So it's not bad. No, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's not perfect, like I say, but you never work in a perfect place. Every place I've worked, there's always something weird, something doesn't work, don't have equipment, things like that. So don't get used to everything, because you never have it. You zoom in over here. I wish we had glass. I'll take that bowl that you had. Yeah. But a glass would be great to show this, yeah. Actually, I'm sorry, a NEMBY. Why dirty up two things? Because what we're going to do is make a ruin here, but we got to pour out. You know, I'm handling this very carefully. If you know, not changes. Because what I want to do is separate this. Zoom in. Right, this is the protein part. This burns very easily when you make it like we make it. Well, later on we're going to need to make a brown roux. No, we are making a brown roux. So this will burn very easily. So once again, a brown roux is not burnt roux. So you take it off that protein. Now this is a small amount. That's good enough. And then I'm going to gently pour this off. And you're going to see the uyu on the bottom. That's the butter, called butter fat. And you see the white in the center? See that there? right? That's the uyu part. You really don't want that either. Oops. So basically this goes in the garbage. Now if you make it a lot, like 6 or 7 kilos of that, you put it in the walk-in. And what happens, the butter turns hard, and on the bottom is that uyu. You punch a hole in it, you pour it out, and you have clarified butter. And this is called clarified butter. This is what you really should classically make roux out of. The reason why I don't, there's a lot of flavor in this part. So it's a little harder to make a whole butter roux because it can burn very easily, but the flavor is it's just a better flavor. Now, heat that up. Get a nice little whip somewhere. When you heat it up until you hear the milk go popping off. You can actually focus in, come on down in. See, there's still a little liquid in there, water. We call it milk. So it's not hot. Just rock it and just get rid of it. You see a little protein in there, but that's fine. White roux are very easy. They don't, you don't have to worry about them much at all. Take it off the heat. Something in there. You know what that was? The butter's, this is very hot, so I add the little flour in the beginning and mix it well, and then you can add the rest of it. There you are. After you incorporate the roux, go for the wood. This will scrape the aluminum and make it a very gray color, change the color of it. This roux is a little tight. That's okay. When I said, when I used the term, I said it's a tight roux, because we poured off a lot of the extra butter. Not a lot, but some of it. So the ratio's a little off, but it'll be fine. This will turn into a brown roux. We're going to make an Espanol sauce. Chicken stocks volutes for another day, but might as well do it today. How many minutes? What do we got there?
29.
29, perfect. Because this is going to take 15-20 minutes. And you go like this. That's the problem with sauce making. A lot of sauce making takes a long time to do stuff. So we'll sign off now, and then I guess what we'll do, we'll come back tomorrow, because this has to cook overnight. Basically, it's gonna have to. We just started these two, so it's going to take a while. Up in my face. Let me say goodbye. Hak